All right, Jim, I'll admit it, Tesla is cool. But here's the truth. They haven't even begun to reach their real potential. You know how the best-selling vehicles in America are pickup trucks? Yeah, the Cybertruck might be the first real disruption to that market. It's aerodynamic, futuristic, built like nothing else, and it could be the most efficient electric pickup ever made. They'll probably build them faster and cheaper than anyone. I get it. As a truck guy myself, I still love the idea of loading up wood, going off-road, camping, towing across the country. That freedom feels like part of who we are. But imagine this for a second. What if you didn't even need to buy one? What if no one did? What if the whole concept of car ownership became obsolete? Sounds crazy, right? That's exactly what the future of RoboTaxis is aiming for. Cheap self-driving electric pods that take you anywhere for pennies on the mile, maybe 15 or 20 cents. When that day comes, why would you buy a car at all? Still, I get the question. What happens to adventure? What happens to towing, to road trips, to autonomy? Not the driving kind, but personal freedom. Can a RoboTaxi replace that? Probably not. But maybe the idea isn't to replace freedom. Maybe it's to redefine it. Here's where I've been torn for years. I've followed Tesla's journey closely. I've seen their breakthroughs, their promises, and their delays. We were told there'd be 1 million RoboTaxis on the road by 2020. Yet here we are, years later, and full autonomy still isn't a thing. I've seen the progress, the beta updates, the neural net improvements, the near misses turning into smoother rides. But the truth is, Tesla still hasn't crossed that line of true autonomy. The one where they can finally say, you don't need to touch the wheel. I think we've climbed far, but the steepest part of the mountain is still ahead. The hardest 1% of this challenge, the unpredictable human edge cases, that's where most of the work remains. And yet, let's say I'm wrong. Let's say the neural nets explode in capability, the vision systems evolve, and Tesla does it. The cars drive better, safer, smarter than humans, 10 times safer even. Let's assume the impossible becomes inevitable. If that happens, whoever solves RoboTaxis wins the transportation world. The company that cracks it doesn't just build cars, they print money. Because right now, rideshare companies like Uber or Lyft don't make real profit margins. The driver costs too much. But remove the driver, make it electric, make it autonomous, and suddenly you've got a vehicle that can run 24 hours a day with minimal downtime. Charging, cleaning, maintenance, that's it. Tesla's betting big on that future. They believe a single RoboTaxi can replace 5 gas cars, fulfilling their mission faster than just selling EVs. But here's the kicker. When you remove the driver, the new game isn't about horsepower or style. It's about cost per mile. It's about energy efficiency. Whichever car can drive the farthest, using the least energy and cost the least to operate, that's the winner. And that's where Aptera becomes inevitable. You see, the Aptera isn't just another electric car. It's a physics cheat code. Every inch of its design screams efficiency. Its teardrop body slices through the air with a drag coefficient so low that air resistance barely fights back. 3 wheels reduce rolling drag. Hub motors remove drivetrain losses. It's a minimalist masterpiece designed not for ego, but for pure function. When efficiency is your god, Aptera is your temple. Think about it. Air resistance is the biggest enemy of EVs at highway speeds. Every other company is still designing boxes on wheels, hoping software will make up the difference. Aptera starts where they stop, at the laws of aerodynamics. With a small battery pack, say 18 kilowatt-hours, it can deliver 40 miles of range from sunlight alone. That's not marketing fluff, that's physics. Now imagine that in a RoboTaxi world. No charging stations, no snake chargers, no waiting. Just fleets of solar-powered Apteras quietly recharging themselves in parking lots during the day. Rotating shifts autonomously. One leaves, another charges. Zero energy bill, zero downtime. Pure perpetual motion for the price of sunlight. Meanwhile, Tesla's compact RoboTaxi, even with its efficiency, still needs to plug in. It still needs infrastructure, cables, chargers, networks. The Aptera bypasses all of it. It's not about being futuristic, it's about being ruthlessly logical. And here's where it gets wild. Even if someone says, yeah, but I need to haul my family, I need more than 2 seats, the math still wins. 2 Apteras, transporting 4 people between them, would use less energy than 1 Tesla Model 3. Do the math. Each Aptera targets around 100 watt-hours per mile. A Model 3 averages 230. That's over double the energy for 1 car doing the same work. The Apteras would even charge themselves, making the energy delta astronomical. Now let's say you strip away the solar panels entirely, just for cost savings. Even then, Aptera still wins. Why? Because its efficiency means it charges faster, cheaper, and less often. Even plugged into the same grid, it would consume half the power. Energy savings translate directly into profit. The cheaper the mile, the higher the margin. That's why, whether Aptera itself survives or not, this design philosophy, ultra-efficient, aerodynamic, lightweight, is inevitable in a RoboTaxi world. Tesla may have the AI lead, but physics doesn't care who writes the code. Someone will realize that the cheapest path to scalable autonomy isn't brute force, it's elegance. Now, imagine Tesla cracking full self-driving, opening their software for licensing. Who would be the first to knock? Aptera. They've already embraced Tesla's NACS standard, admitting it's superior. Why not license the FSD stack too? Imagine a fleet of Apteras running on Tesla's neural net, using the sun for fuel. A self-powered, self-driving ecosystem. No human intervention required. And maybe Tesla sees it too. Maybe one day, when they unveil their next-generation compact vehicle, it won't be another boxy hatchback. Maybe it'll look eerily familiar. Smooth, narrow, aerodynamic, like something we've already seen. Maybe it'll look like an Aptera, because in the end, this isn't about style or hype, it's about efficiency economics. When you strip away the human from driving, emotion doesn't sell anymore. Math does. It's no longer about what's coolest to own, it's about what's cheapest to operate. The future of mobility isn't a war of brands, it's a race towards zero. Zero waste, zero downtime, zero energy lost to the wind. That's why, no matter who wins, Tesla, Aptera, or someone else, the inevitable conclusion is the same. The most aerodynamic, most efficient, lowest cost design will dominate. And when that happens, when RoboTaxis finally flood our streets, when vehicles stop being personal statements and start being energy-optimized machines, the shape of the future won't be boxy or bulky. It'll look like a tear, slicing through air with purpose. It'll look like Aptera. Maybe Tesla builds it. Maybe Aptera does. Maybe someone we've never heard of yet will. But one thing's certain, when the world runs on autonomy, efficiency wins. Always. So, what do you think? Is the future of RoboTaxis going to be sleek, solar, and self-powered? Or are we still clinging to the idea of owning our own machines, even when the math says otherwise? Either way, one truth feels impossible to ignore. The Aptera design isn't just clever, it's destiny.